Lions Club is a service club organization that serves communities throughout the world. Three Rivers Lions was established in 1947, and we are part of the Lions Club International. Does a lot of things, service organizations. Eye care is one of the big things with the Lions International. For the Three Rivers Lions, our biggest thing is we do a lot of scholarships for the local high schoolers, and we go a lot further than that. We help the community out with organizations that might need a little help, the food pantry, and so forth. We started a program with the Fire Safety Council this year that we got a grant for a chipper, so we chip brush for local residents, and we can take that around or we do it up here. We've got some other projects. Some of the things that we do for fundraising is our jazz fair that's been going on for over 45 years. This is the facility that we have it at, and we usually get probably 700 to 1,000 people here. Okay, so we also do the Lions roping every year. It's about 60 years, and that is held on the grounds here behind me. With the Lions Club, we do a lot of things in the community for service, and we appreciate the Festival of Trees and what it does. It's in the community. It helps a lot of the nonprofits that are kind of struggling now with what's been happening in COVID. For us, we lost both the jazz and the roping this year, which are two major events. So we've really kind of sat back trying to think of things that we can do, and this is one of those that we do. So the Festival of the Trees is really good for us. COVID kind of shut down our whole club. We didn't have meetings for a while, and we're actually getting back a little bit with the spacing and doing what we can. Hopefully we'll all get over that and celebrate this year with the Festival of the Trees, and let's all get forward and do what we can.
Established in 2017, Three Rivers Brewing Co. is about family, friends, visitors, and neighbors coming together to drink good brew. Since its opening, the brewery has featured over 20 craft beers, all brewed on location. Guests are often seeing, hearing, and smelling brewing operations as they sip at the Redwood Bar. The brewery prides itself on being a family-friendly environment. It's often heard that it's like drinking beer in someone's backyard. Three Rivers Brewery is a brewery for the community, brewing good beer for good people.
Well, Comfort for Kids started in 1996. The first one, Joyce brought down her sewing machine. I took mine. We dumped a bunch of fabric out in the middle of one of the tables, and we made quilts. The first year we made 16 quilts, but that was the start. We wanted to continue making quilts for the hospital because they told us that they could use all the quilts that we made. I said a prayer long about that time. Lord, what are we doing with this? We don't know. And said, this is in your hands. Well, ever since then, it started growing. Comfort for Kids grew and grew. We could not believe how many people wanted to get involved. All through the years, we had different people come and go, but there was always a little nucleus back there that make quilt tops at home, or we couldn't have kept going. Well, Mark became the sewing machine mechanic because we couldn't afford to have the sewing machines fixed.
There were certain years that we did hit above 2,000 quilts.
Yeah.
The best part was if you could go along with the person that took the quilts up. They had a little wagon that they put the quilts in, and they would take them around to the rooms and let the kids choose the quilt that they wanted. And it was really neat watching those kids go through those quilts to pick the exact one they really wanted, and they got to take that quilt. It was become theirs for the rest of their life.
I can remember a couple of instances. The one that struck me the hardest was the little mother. She was Oriental, about 4 foot high, and her baby she'd strapped on her back, and it was laying with its head up over her shoulder. And she was so scared. She couldn't speak English, and she was just overwhelmed. And we had a hard time explaining to her we were giving her this quilt. When she realized it was a gift, well, we all had a few tears. But it's been kind of like a family. It's been good for the community because we've had so many people involved in one way or another.